machine is received, you will be given a host, a fluency strip, edge banding tray and mounting kit, fluid strip support brackets, base support bracket mounting kit, 1 machine base universal wheel, machine extension racks, machine installation tools and spare parts, vacuum cleaner bag. First, we open the base. Put in the fixing screws. Reinforcement with nuts on the bottom. Installation of the bottom universal wheel. Standing up with the machine base installed. Step on the brake. Install the machine on the base. Let us put up the electrical control box. Install 3 fixing screws. When installing the edge banding tray, these 2 holes align with the screw holes. Install the fixing screws. Before installing the tray, loosen the upper fixing screws. Remove a drive shaft. Place the tray in the center and install the set screws back in place. Install the 4 edge banding positioning posts on the pallet. Place a roll of edge banding on the pallet and adjust the position of the positioning wheels. Next, install the runner support brackets. Loosen the screws that originally secured the machine. Install the bracket. The support bracket with Phillips screws is inserted backwards, in the direction of the support bracket. Insert set screws to secure position. Repeat on the other side. Next, install the runners. Insert 2 position screws on both sides. The top screw needs to be secured. Remove bottom screws. Inserting the runners into the bracket. Put the bottom screws back in. Next, adjust the height of the runners. We'll start by placing a board on the workbench. Loosen center and bottom nuts for runner heights. After the adjustment, and then lock the screws. Repeat the same on the other side. Next, install the extension bracket. Remove the preset screws. Fix the screws. Insert dust bag in the back. Connect to power supply. Connect to air compressor. Open the lid of the glue pot. Pour in granular hot melt glue. Recommended to pour only 3/4 of the glue pot capacity. 12018OC hot melt glue is recommended. Release the emergency stop switch. Press the power switch. The machine starts to heat up. The top is the actual temperature of the glue pot. The bottom is the set temperature. Adjust the set temperature with the upper and lower buttons. The edge banding through the limiter and touches the edge banding cutter. Take a small piece of edge banding. Loosen the upper screw to adjust the height of the limit up or down. Lock the screws after adjustment. When the temperature is reached, open the conveyor belt and edge banding switch. Turn on the trimming and polishing switches at the same time. Loosen the side screws and bottom screws to adjust the height of the platen wheel. Height drop by rotating the platen wheel counterclockwise. Clockwise rotation of the platen wheel increases the height. Fix the screws after adjustment. This tube at the back of the machine is connected to the special polishing oil for edge banding machines. Next is the blending of polishing oil for edge banding machines. This is a water-soluble emulsified oil. Blending at a ratio of 1:5. The left knob controls the amount of air dispensed. The right knob controls the amount of oil dispensed. Twist right to increase, left to decrease. Edge banding and conveyor belt speeds are optimized for the best match. If you want to reduce the speed, we recommend fixing one of the speeds and then slowly adjusting the speed of the other to match. These two knobs on the right-hand side, clockwise rotation increases the amount of glue. Counterclockwise rotation decreases the amount of glue. The top one controls the amount of glue behind the etching strips, and then this next one is the amount of glue on the boards. How do we adjust this amount of glue? We'll put the edge banding through first. Step out and try one off the edge banding. Gets a small amount of glue. And then we need to turn this knob counterclockwise. If you can't get it to unscrew, we need a 1 screwdriver. Top it off here. Just a little left hand, it will be loose. Then gently twist a little end, put it back. Then test the amount of sealing strip adhesive. Let's see if it has enough glue. If it's not enough, we'll need to adjust it. Top it off gently, it will be loose. Adjustment to this leather is appropriate. The same, this one here on the outside. It's the same knob on the bottom. If you find that it won't unscrew, unable to adjust, we need the same. Stick it in gently and push it up. This amount of glue. You see, if you tighten it, the amount of glue is very small. As long as we are gently topped up, we'll be fine once we relax. To adjust the bit, we first prepare a small piece of board. A board about 3 centimeters wide. The length, about 12 centimeters. Then draw a 4 millimeters line on this side. We draw a line, we open the cover of the machine, and we find the cutter head. Find the bit, put the board in this position. The tip off this blade doesn't go over this form line. If the bit head cuts into the sheet too much, we're going through these 2 screws. Take these 2 screws and loosen them. Then adjust the direction of this motor to adjust. Align the bite head. This blade should not exceed the board by 4 millimeters. Then the lower trimmer. We need to remove the vacuum cleaner cover first. We also need to move this plank over. Adjust the distance of this knife. Get the blade within this 4 millimeters line. Do not exceed 4 millimeters. When we adjust the polishing, we need to find a board like this. Then turn up the polishing motors on both sides. Pressure can't press against the plate. Then put the plate inside, along this plane. Then you can see the polishing wheel. First look to see that it's touching the board or not. Is it too tight? If it's normal, the board can move normally underneath. If it won't rotate, it's too tight, that we need to adjust it. The motor has screws on both ends. Here, you need to loosen the screws. A little loose, not too loose. Avoid dropping the motor, and then this. Tone it down a bit. And then take care to lock it down. Make sure it's fixed. And then this side. There are screws on this side here too. Need to loosen the screws. This height is also adjustable. And the tilt is adjustable. Then look at this position. Secure the screws. When the board came over, these 2 wheels just need to move gently.